session 3. Oh, Anton, Cveta, and Amelia.
Yes.
Isn't it? Because we now have her as part of the squad. Shush phone. I always forget to flipping my switch the ringer off. Let me just bring up the chat. What do we got? Yeah, we had a very, very good go of it yesterday. Amelia's very hungry, slightly wounded. Okay, I can't remember exactly where we were with everything. Let's... Session 3. Anton, Cveta, and Amelia. Oh my god, that's me! Okay. What do we need? We need some water. Okay, so we better get that sorted out first. So... Ah, yeah, Cveta is fine. That's right, we had Amelia. We had Amelia go to the supermarket, didn't we? And she was sure of a big surprise. She took out a bad guy. And now, ho ho ho, we have a machine gun. Yeah, I remember. Really good. I mean, yesterday was just a fantastic session. What a playthrough. And we're kind of ahead of ourselves now. I mean, a lot of that is because of Amelia, obviously, having another set of hands. Somebody who's just a little more combat capable. As well. Ah, there we go. I can actually see myself. Now, I tried to record something this morning, which was Walking Dead. I didn't realize that the sound wasn't recording. So maybe every now and again I should make sure that everything's actually, the production values are there. Whenever you come back, it's always a little tricky to just remember exactly where you were, what you were doing. All I know is that we're kind of okay. We need some filters. Right. Okay, have we got some components? Yes, we do. Don't know what Gemma's doing. Something. Cool. Okay. What are we building here? Is this wood? Whatever it is, I think we need filters first, and we need to start cooking some food. We haven't got literally all day. Well, okay, we do have literally all day, but we were going to treat ourselves, weren't we? We were going to treat ourselves to a superpowered heater. Why does this keep on just replaying back my Walking Dead run through? It's very odd. Okay, we are set. So what do we got to do? We've just got to make things a bit more comfortable for ourselves, really. We should be able to look after ourselves in every meaningful way. That'll do for now. Anton, everything's okay with him. He's just very hungry. Let's check out the radio. Shortages of water. That means that it might be a valuable trading commodity. If we have a choice, I'm going to stock up that enhanced heater. Can't believe Amelia stood up against the military. She's a badass. Oof. Now we could treat ourselves. I think we should, actually. It does have some benefits. Does mean that you generally heal quicker and you know, stuff like that. Puts everybody in a much better mood. Yeah, I think we will get back to maybe not well fed, but we should be able to get ourselves to yeah, not flipping very hungry at least. Come on, Amelia. Okay. It's just something our cat does when she's really, really happy. Yes, yeah, it's because she's drooling, basically. Okay, Cveta, you get out there and work on that snowman. It's not going to build itself. If it did, that would be weird. So all we need is some components, and then we're going to be able to, yeah, upgrade that heater. And I think that's what we should go for. We don't know how long this cold is going to last for, but you know, could be a while. Do we have? We've got some cigarettes that we've made up for trade. We've got some, yeah, we've got trade sorted out. We've got defense. Let's properly stock these fires overnight because they won't do it themselves. For some reason, the survivors will not restock the fire at all during night. I don't know why. Oh look, Cveta is content because we saved that lady. Amelia, you can get just another half hour's kip or something just to help you recover a little bit. I can see that Cveta there is reading a book while standing up and walking around, which is a bit odd. Yeah, and it's the supermarket, isn't it? I think we might do well to have both of the old guys on guard. Amelia goes scavenging. We don't need to take anything. Just gonna go clear this. Let's start with the roof, and then we'll work our way down. It's good to have a little bit of a system. Oh, we got our groupie following us. That lady, she's gonna follow us around and say how amazing we are, and it gets kind of cringe. I mean, seriously, I'm sure that people are expecting you to be scavenging. Like, if you get back and you go like, I saw this amazing person who saved that girl who lives next to us, and I was talking to her so much and she kept walking away, but I know she was interested. It's like the people that are relying on you are just going to think you're a fool. But nonetheless, she will continue to follow us around the supermarket, going like, wow, you're amazing. I was going to start with the... Let's stick to the plan. Let's start with the roof. She helps me get groceries sometime. And you're just here gabbing away, telling me your life story when you're kind of out here doing the same thing. You're supposed to be getting groceries. Okay, ammo components, I rarely deal with ammo components. Even when we were doing the Let's Kill All the Bad Guys playthrough, which involved heavy use of shotguns, assault rifles, every kind of weapon that we could get our hands on, we didn't find ourselves crafting more ammo. There's plenty around the map. Oh, But we can take everything. Guess we can't. Let's just leave that there. The supermarket is going to be the gift that keeps on giving. We're going to keep on coming back here. There is plenty here for us. Plenty for our own survival. Plenty for trade. Now let's clear this top level. Hey Stu, good to see ya. Joining us again for a little bit of survivalism, and this time some quite upbeat Civil War survivalism, because we're kind of doing okay. A whole other survivor to help us out. Plenty of supplies. So hopefully this will be a slightly more chilled out affair. Like the first 2 sessions, my gosh, we were up against it, trying to survive with just Anton and Cveta, the old people. Now we've got 2 old people and a lawyer. But it makes all the difference. We've got through some really, really tough challenges. Brutal bandits. We're now fending off the biting cold. We're succeeding though. We're living. Don't need the ammo components. Let's just leave them all in one place. Is there anything else further across here? Yes, there is. Pretty good stuff as well. Alright, we'll come back for that. Once we've got everything cleaned out of the level, we've got it all stockpiled in this little stash near where we come in, the scavenging trips become very, very quick. You spend like a minute or so on the scavenging because you've got everything in one place, and you just simply look at your shopping list, decide what you want. There is still something on the roof there. Tell you what, we'll come back and get that in a bit. How are we doing for time? 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning and it's freezing cold. Cold doesn't seem to affect the survivors when they're out scavenging. It doesn't have an effect on the gameplay or anything. Which is fine. It'd just be an annoying mechanic, really, that I don't think would add an awful lot. Okay, we're picking up the teddy bears and everything, even though I think there's 0 chance that a kid is going to come along. Those teddy bears are toy components that are used to build things to entertain the young'uns. Okay, I think we've got some wood or something there. That's where we chopped. I don't know what it was, chairs or something, shelving. Nope. Teddy bears and cigarettes. That seems like a weird combo, but fine. Let's get that last little piece of whatever it is off of the roof, and then we can be 100% confident, yeah, that we have checked everywhere in the supermarket. We're getting close to the dawn. Come on, Emilia. Check this last thing out. Get to our little stash. Grab what we need. Head back. Okay, and then the next couple of days are probably going to go a lot quicker because we just got everything here. Eventually we're going to run out of stuff that we might want to need from this location, but for the meantime, plenty here. Yes, let's take all the firewood, definitely. Let's take that for trade. And to upgrade the heater, I think we needed 20 components. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So we should be able to upgrade that heater. We'll really be treating ourselves, but I think we're worth it. It's going to require 4 electrical components to build the thermometer that you need to upgrade the heater. That might limit what we can do sort of further down the line, but been raided. Fend them off. Okay, now maybe what I should have done is made sure that we had some bullets with us. Technically we don't have any weapons. That's an oversight. I think I'd better be aware of that. I should make sure there's at least 4 bullets in the house. Yes, okay. Definitely, that's strategy. Make sure that there's 4 bullets in the house, and then we're going to be able to fend off attacks. Still have some ammo left. Find it unlikely that we'd be attacked again tonight, but maybe what I will do, I'll bring our tools back because they can count as improvised hand weapons. We'll make sure that Amelia is on guard. She's a more capable guard than the oldie wonks. Fairly obviously. Although, you know, put some kind of gun in those old wizened hands and suddenly they kind of become a bit more dangerous. Yeah, I think this is worth doing. Anton's going to stay up, do the housework. Yeah, let's just tempt fate. I know. It's an oversight. It's an oversight that I didn't think of. I was like, oh yeah, hang on a minute. We should always bring a bullet back from wherever we are. But we know that now. We do know that now. I'll make sure that I'm doing everything that I can. We'll have 2 guards. One of them will be Amelia. But yeah, it's... it is. It's an oversight. It's something that I didn't think of. Hey, I need help. Please open. This is probably going to be a case of that he's going to say, oh, this thing just happened down the road. Somebody needs to come and help me. And we'll have a choice. We do have 3 people, so we could help him. If that is the case, I'll get Cveta out there. She'll be rested. Hey there, neighborinos. Idly ho. G'day. Live down the street, notice this abandoned building. I've got some news. There was a humanitarian aid drop last night. Most of the containers were confiscated by the rebels, but I know about one they missed. Yes, hang on there. You're not going to have the tired old man, okay? You're going to have the well-rested old woman. Much better. Come on, Cveta, get out of bed. Okay. Nice fireman's slide there from Anton down the ladder. Someone's at the door. Yes, they are. She does look like a school mom as well, Cveta. Yes! Now, this is one of those events that is going to have an effect on our characters' mental well-being. They might be impressed that we've done the right thing. They might be upset that we have sent somebody out to help other people when we have things that we need to take care of here. It's a possibility that Amelia will be upset because she's a psycho. Like, not even kidding, she literally seems to be. But we'll see what the verdict is. Okay, so we've upgraded... yeah. I jinxed it. So we've upgraded the heater. I think the next thing that we should aim for is a vegetable garden. Sure, build 2 more filters just in case. Let's see, how many weapon components have we got? Zippo. Okay. Okay. I'm just thinking about building another hatchet. Very, very helpful. Obviously, when the weather is extremely cold like this, you need that firewood. We will chuck some more firewood on the heaters. We will call it a day. We're going to go scavenging that supermarket. I'm so proud of these 2 upgraded heaters. They should really see us through this. It doesn't matter how long this cold is going to last. We should be okay. I'm going to stop jinxing things. I keep constantly saying things like that, and it's really, really a bad idea. As has been pointed out. You're going to guard. And you, Anton, are going to scavenge. There's not any rush, really, to clean out the supermarket. If we could carry more back, that would be welcome, but it's fine. Okay, that's 2 weapons. 2 improvised weapons. Let's... There's every chance that they will use 3 rounds per ranged weapon. So if I take 7, that means that we'll have 1 round left. Ah, screw it, nah, just... You got 1 round, guys. 1 round each. Bullets are a precious commodity. Can't just be screaming out, let's rock, and then just going crazy with the firepower. So, I don't think the trader buys these. I don't think he's going to buy that either. I think we do have some trade stuff, but we just have to see if it's sufficient. Could always make some more cigarettes. I guess that's going to take up a lot of inventory space. Let's take some wood back. I think we've probably got 1 more good visit here. Maybe 2. Tell you what we could do. Actually, come to think of it. We're kind of okay for food. Just are. I don't want to trade that bandage. We're going to bring that bandage back at some point, and we're not going to trade it. It's going to be our only one. And that is me not jinxing things. That is me considering the worst. Come on, why is the music so miserable? We're doing okay. Cveta's back. Cveta brought back some goods from the aid container. Amelia will be very happy to know that there's some coffee and some food. Great. Now everyone's going to be pretty cream crackered. So, ladies, you get some kit first. Anton will join you. Not join you, but you know what I mean. He will also go to sleep. In the face of the indecisiveness of the international community, the officials neighbour announced that it would undertake the task of protecting the Senyi people from Krasny persecutions and ending the civil war within a week. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time limit on this thing. All we got to do is survive for one more week. Preferably without me constantly tempting fate and potentially jinxing everything. I think we can do it. We're not gonna take any risks or anything like that. We're not gonna go on some vigilante killing spree. We might have to do some things like go to the construction site or maybe the old town, where we would risk incurring the wrath of some bad people. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that anyway, but we'll just take it easy, be aware of the risks, and I think we'll be okay. So there's nobody's got anything to say about Cveta's helping of the neighbors. I think it was, you know, a net positive thing to do, but it's not like they've gone like, oh wow, we really helped our neighbors out there, because we're kind of in it for ourselves as well. Which is fine. The trader is here. And we need some supplies, so good thing. Can we get the lights? That's better. Much more atmospheric. Okay, I'm glad that we've got some tradey stuff. Let's see what Mr. Trader Man here has to offer. Hopefully he's not going to try and rip us off like he did last time. Flippin' heck, his prices were pretty naff. That's Gemma just adjusting the ambient lighting, by the way. It's not like heaven, some gate to heaven or something like that. It's just a lamp. Yeah, components, wood. I mean, that's what we are after. Really crummy medication. Yeah, we're perfectly fine with trading that junk in, basically. Let's see if we can squeeze just a little more out of this. Oof, gosh, we really cannot. Okay, fine. It's probable that wood is inflated in price. Okay. Let's get them ciggies traded, shall we? He hasn't got any backy, so that'd be a nice thing to sort of get back, but booze. Jeez, man. Wood is really worth a lot. Wood is worth too much. I'm not. No way. I'm not trading that. We've got some cogs that we can pick up. I would like some water filters, I think. My gosh, this guy drives a hard bargain on some of these items. Oh, it's very generous. I don't want to be generous. Oof. Yes, wood is a very valuable commodity at this time. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go to the supermarket. We've got a nice stockpile of the stuff there. Okay, Cveta's up. Ooh, we could build a herbal garden. I think we should build a herbal garden. Yep. Let's get Cveta doing that. Let's get Anton some sleep. With the herbal garden, we can build tobacco and things like that. We could start making our own cigarettes. And then, of course, we've got a nice trading commodity that we can easily resupply. can we do? Is there anything that we can do at the moment? Yeah, I think we do make some fertilizer. I think we do make ourselves some tobacco. We'll do that tomorrow. I've filled up the stove. I filled up the stove with food. We'll get everyone fed tomorrow. We'll get the get those herbs planted. For now, let's make sure that we've got some heat going on. Call it a day. Think that that's fine. Now you sleep in bed, you scavenge. Yeah. Yes, 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 Nico. Of course we have those. My gosh, there's still a lot of stuff that I want. I mean, for now, we'll take this. We're going to pop back tomorrow. Might even come back tomorrow and the night after. Get all of that wood. It is still, of course, freezing cold. Yes, we have those super efficient heaters, but there's still got to be something that's got to go in them. Yeah, here we go. Everyone is very hungry at this stage. Let's get everyone fed. And then in bed. Except for Anton, he's fine. Temperature's still very low. It ain't gonna get warm anytime soon. One of the radio people has been taken out by a sniper. What would be lovely is if you took out the snipers in the construction yard and then you heard about that deed being done and everyone's praising you. Like, we don't know who it was, but somebody took out the snipers. That would be lovely. You get that kind of continuity with the last broadcast, which is just a really good one of the stories, one of the 3 stories that are told with this war of mine, and it is so compelling. And you report, hey look, this happened, the military did this terrible thing, and then next day you sort of go back and you find out there was a riot and, you know, soldiers got killed or whatever based on your reporting and stuff. It's pretty amazing. Okay, we are burning through our firewood. And we are doing very well, but my gosh. Did I bring any bullets back? I didn't. Yes, I did. We're gonna have to just load up on wood. We're definitely going to the supermarket a couple more times. And I'm just amazed at how much we're burning through this wood. It would be so much harder if we didn't have upgraded heaters. You upgrade them, they become a lot more efficient. So we need a lot of water if we are going to make herbs. Again, because it is absolutely freezing, we've got to make it on the stove, collect ice, we melt it, put it through a filter. glad that we're getting everybody to... I mean, we're not just getting them back down to hungry from very hungry. We're actually, you know, getting them to a decent place. If we had, you know, if we really did have a vegetable workshop, we'd probably be able to get them all back to well-fed, like, quite regularly. That does happen. There we go. Like I said, lots and lots of water being got through. Still got some components. We could build some more filters. I think that's probably worth it. I mean, it's said about 7 days, so when's it gonna end? On day 34 or something? Okay, it's going to take a while, obviously, to grow some herbs, but we've got it underway now. Yeah, we'll start working on some water. We'll reheat the heaters. Go to the supermarket. These next couple of days, we're going to bash through them, nice and quick. Should be the end of the war before we know it. But I have had it before where they're like, "Oh, look, the war's going to be over soon," and then, nope. It can be a bit of a fickle thing, so. Keep fighting to survive right until the very end. Supermarket, yes. Yeah, we'll send Amelia because I just want that extra space in the inventory. Cogs, always helpful. Water, yes. I want to bring back a full stack of wood, that's for damn sure. Next time we're going to bring those bullets, we'll bring those electric components. Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow night, and then this place will be stripped clean. Trader comes before those herbs are ready and before we've made any cigarettes, then so be it. Yeah, great, we can defend ourselves. Again, sort of gambling that we won't be attacked 2 nights in a row. If we are, I mean, I'll keep Amelia here. Whenever we don't have any bullets, I'll make sure that we've got Amelia on guard. She's definitely the most physically capable of our survivors. So that kind of just makes sense. See what's on the radio. Still chilly. Joven is still dead. And help is on its way. The cavalry is here. Ish. Maybe. We'll leave it until a couple of hours have passed. We'll see if anybody arrives. No, we'll keep the components that we've got. We will need those for making cigarettes if we decide that we want those. Hopefully Amelia can sleep the whole day, and she might get over that wound, she might get over that injury. We could always grab that bandage from the supermarket and use it on her, but I mean, just for somebody who's slightly wounded, I think that's slightly sort of the opposite of overkill, overheal. At least it's warm. When you see the characters saying positive things like that, it means they're in a pretty good mood. Doesn't say that they're upset, doesn't say that they're happy. They're somewhere in between, but that's fine. Nobody's going to suddenly get up and just leave or start fighting with anybody or anything like that. It's getting to that point where we're going to be able to say, like, yeah, I don't think anyone's coming. Modicum of components. Let's make some more firewood. We're bound to use it. Give it till halfway through the day, see if anyone turns up. If they don't, cool, another trip to the supermarket, and then we're going to have to think about where we're going to go. It will have to be to pastures new. And that's kind of scary. Okay, I don't think anyone's arriving. So we'll stoke up the heaters. We will head out to the supermarket one more time. Could be that there's still going to be a lot of locations that are snowed out. Does happen, has happened. This should see us through the night. Emilio is going to stay on guard. Maybe Anton is going to stay on guard as well, just because we haven't got any bullets. Oh, we still got St. Mary's Church where we can trade, and the Central Square. Handy. Cool. Yep, definitely doing this. Okay, good. Wood. Take all these electrics. Take all my bullets too. And then all we're leaving here is a couple of cogs and a little bit of wood at the supermarket. Wow, yeah. That's good.
What do you for living?
Alright, so... Okay, look at that. It is a balmy 24 degrees in our modest little shelter. It's said that the cold days have passed, and indeed they have. As per usual, the radio was completely useless, letting us know about this turn of events. Seriously, their weather reporting services are dreadful. I still don't regret the fact that we spent the resources to upgrade the heaters. That was still worth it. What do we got? Come on, what's the news? Okay, the dead guy's still dead. Oh, we're happy to announce it's getting warmer. Yeah, thanks for the really advanced notice there. Come on, I'm sure there's another... That's water. That's... Okay, fine. Whatever. As per last time, we will leave it till about halfway through the day. We'll see if anybody arrives, if anybody needs anything. Could be that those herbs will just about finish blossoming. And we'll be able to make some cigarettes. That'd be good. We've got some trade goods still. There's not an awful lot that we can do, but hey. There's not an awful lot that we need to do. Okay, now Amelia does get a slightly better price on trade. So let's open the door to this fool. We'll take a look at what he's got. We'll get Amelia to do the talking. He's got some herbs, so we can convert those into cigarettes. He's got loads and loads and loads of components. That's great. We do have some stuff to trade. We could start trading in some bullets. I don't know. Do we trust that the war is going to end in a matter of days, like the radio said? If we do, then we can get rid of some of our bullets. We're not going to need all of them. My gosh, we really have been through the ringer, so I think we deserve it, but then that's it. As the quote says, in war you will die like a dog for no reason. Let's wait until Amelia is no longer tired. We'll foist her out of bed, bleary-eyed, get her trading, bartering with somebody, like after we just turfed her out of a deep sleep. Sure, that'll go well. Anton, you go get some kip. Hi Scott, Rob here. Hey, hello. Oh, right, okay. I was wondering, I was like... Okay, yes, nice to have you here. Okay. Okay, what do we want to try? I mean, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of jewelry, booze. That's no good to us whatsoever. That crowbar we could get rid of. Probably not going to need that. Let's keep the coffee. Amelia gets happy off that stuff, so... We're not going to need wood as regularly as we have. So I don't know if we need to start trading for that. This offer of yours is just too damn impressive. Well, that took a turn. That quickly went from it's too damn impressive to it won't do, try harder. That is my favourite crowbar. What do we want? How's them herbs coming along? I want to make some cigarettes. I want to trade them to this goon. Great trading item. Nobody here is a smoker. So it's just pure profit. Sugar? No, we're not going to be making any alcohol. I need those herbs to finish so that I can see what is required to upgrade the herbal garden. And then that will decide what we want to actually get from this so-and-so at the door. Used to be considered an absolute lifesaver. Now we're just sort of more, you know, browsing the Argos catalogue. We've definitely gone from fighting to survive to fighting to make things pretty damn good for ourselves. Come on, herbs, finish. There we go. We have herbs. What's it going to take? Little bit more wood. And then we're going to need some electrical components. I don't think you can buy electrical components from the trader. What are you doing? You just sitting down? Just taking the load off? Okay, fine. Go over to the herbal garden. Convert these into tobacco. Make some cigarettes, and then they are done at just about the time when the trader is going to leave. Okay, fine. Is there anything else that we want from this guy? We may as well get some wood. It's a lot heavier, it's a lot harder to carry back from a scavenging run, so... see what we can get for it. The only thing that I'm really willing to trade is the jewelry and maybe a handful of bullets. This guy likes his bling. Okay. Sure, you can have a bullet and some 2 earrings for like a shed load of wood and stuff. That's... gotta remember that Amelia is a slightly better trader. I think it's Katia. I think it's Katia is the best trader. I can't remember. Yeah, let's bash out some cigarettes. Keep going till nightfall. Just see if there's anything else that we can squeeze out of this trader. We'll get it to about 20 past 6. Well. Okay. We've got some smokes now. Hopefully that is commodity that he's after. Sort of. You know what I really want? I want a weapon component. And then we can start making an axe. Make another axe. Should we need it? Tell you what, let's not try and squeeze any more out this day. We've got plenty. Okay, so the supermarket, we just drained that. All of the snow is gone. We're looking for somewhere that's safe. The port started to halt all vessels. Okay, looks like the military have got that on lockdown. We're gonna go to the old town. And we should be kind of safe there, but I do know, just from prior experience, that the guy does come back. So let's be a little careful, shall we? Do I want to take the BPV? No. I have a realistic horror doll in my living room. Nothing scares me anymore. Yeah, that would do it. You like the cat pillow? Gemma did the set dressing basically while I was just on the game basically. Yes, the cat pillow. And the octopus as well. They've kind of become stars in their own right basically. I live with horror, but only when I haven't hoovered. Shots fired. I like it. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Yeah, some boot prints. This was used as refuge recently. More recently than you would imagine. Because, yeah, I know that it is still Occupado. Love the octopus. He has the same haircut as you. Yeah. It's a jellycat octopus, as Gemma has clarified. Jellycat sounds like some naff B-tier 80s after-school cartoon. Shovel's doing a good job. This is one thing about this game. I mean, they talk up that shovel. Like, anytime that you use it, they're just like, oh man, I can't get enough of this shovel. It's so good. Like, okay.
It's a little thing.
Okay, now there is a sniper out there. We can use him to our advantage. And we might have to, depending on if the guy comes back. This is definitely a very interesting location. I don't think it's in the base game. I think it's from some of the DLC. You know, I think it's the only place where the condition of it changes. Initially, it seems unoccupied, and then... Nope. Somebody will come back. And they are an aggressive so-and-so as well. I'm not sure what triggers it exactly. I mean, he comes back when you're either in the basement, I think, or at the very top level. Basically, he doesn't see you when he comes back. Now for the scary part. Where's this point and click? I'm playing this on the Xbox at the moment, so I'm using it on controller. I initially played it on Android, so you can get it on your phone, and it's, you know, touchscreen. You can also get it on PC, in which case it is point and click. The controller it's okay. Point and click, or frankly touchscreen on the phone is a better option. Okay, so we've got some rubble there that we're going to have to dig through. Better get the crowbar back. And just very briefly, so it's called This War of Mine. Came out a good couple of years ago. It's been immensely successful. It is a very atmospheric survival simulator. It's based on a fictional war. So to the genre, like you discover stuff in the house and solve mysteries. No, this is scavenging at the moment. So what happens is during the day, you leave some survivors. You know, you have your survivors all in their shelter, and they are going to, you know, search the house or make food, try and keep themselves warm, keep themselves entertained, maybe start fighting and arguing and squabbling. Oh, fudge. So that's what happens during the day. During the night, you do this. You go out scavenging, and the problem is there's various dangers when you're scavenging. You have all of these characters, and they're just ordinary people. So the whole idea of this is that it's not based around soldiers fighting a war. It's not, you know, your typical kind of survival sim. You're just some people trying to get through, and that could be anyone from, you know, a deserter to a firefighter to the playthrough that I've got here, which is some elderly characters, 2 elderly people, and that's really tough because they are not very capable of defending themselves at night if anybody comes to steal anything. They're not very fast or strong, so if they're out scavenging, they can't really collect much. And it's very hard to survive, and they can get sick a lot easier. Basically, you're really giving yourself a challenge. You could make a super team. Alright, so it's about eating in time and such. Yeah, it kind of is. You're just these unprepared civilians, just as this brutal civil war is happening around you, and you're not in control of anything. You're just a victim, and you have no supplies or any kind of knowledge or know-how or anything like that. All of a sudden you're just thrust into this desperate survival situation while this war rages around you. You can hear it on the radio, oh, this amazing thing, so, oh, the front line has moved, oh, this is... It doesn't matter, because you're just these people running out of food, maybe wondering how you're going to get through a cold winter, and you know, and that is your war, basically. That's your survival. Now, it's created by a studio called 11-Bit, and this is something that I didn't realize. This game is really atmospheric and sort of realistic, if you like. And it was created by some people who actually survived the siege of Sarajevo. And yeah, I didn't know that. I just thought, like, wow, the graphics, the music, everything about this is so impressive. It's so evocative, and but it's actually based on some people's actual experiences of this kind of thing. The artwork, which I'm sure you can see is utterly beautiful, was actually displayed at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. The music is just, it's still haunting. I've never got bored of the music, I've never got bored of the look. Yeah. It can get dark, actually. It looks cool, not something I play myself, but it has a certain excitement. Yeah, it's not to everyone's taste. It can be bleak, and it can be harsh, it can be depressing. It doesn't pull any punches. It really doesn't. Some people have definitely sort of said, like, hey, look, I can find it a bit too depressing. For me, something that I do like is that... I made more food than this. Oh, right, I see. Something that I do like is that there's a sense of achievement. So you're these guys just, you know, just trying to get by, and it's harsh, and it's a struggle, it's dark, you know, sometimes you can have people squabbling and stuff, but there are moments of light. There are times when you might be struggling for supplies, and you have the choice. Do you give what little food you have to some starving children? You might be out scavenging, you might find some amazing stuff, oh, this is just what I need, and then you might find it belongs to, you know, some kid with his sick dad who needs it to survive, and you're just like, I'm not gonna take this off of them. And it's a silly video game. It's not a silly video game, it's just a video game, but it really leaves a mark. It's because of things like that. Just AI characters. Fun fact, they're the staff from the 11-Bit studio, the guys who actually made this. So these portraits, they're either the people who work there or the people who, their relatives and stuff like that. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. And what I would, you know, if you're interested in it, yeah, just take 5 minutes to look at some. There's been street art that's been created, inspired by this. You can see some of it in the game. They've actually put it in the menu. You can actually see it as a feature. There's those things at the, you know, the Museum of Modern Art. The displays there. That's absolutely fantastic to see. There's a beautiful trailer as well, where it's just a guy. He's looking around a city, you know, great cityscapes and stuff like that, but all he's saying is like, well, I've made it, but I can't stop thinking about what I went through, and it just feels like I'm not really part of the world anymore. And you're just like, that is intense. You know, as a trailer for a game, that's pretty intense. Oh, citizens, several days ago from this neighborhood, someone from this neighborhood stole from a humanitarian aid campaign. Now, I do know who that is. I don't know if you joined when we had that event. I actually sent somebody out to get that. Can you confirm our suspicions? Nope. Could have sold them out. Could have got some supplies. Could have got a few more things that would have made it so much more comfortable to get through these last days. But look, see? Look at this character, Cveta, the school mom. Between the rebels and the military, we have to stick together to survive. I'm glad we did not confirm those soldiers' suspicions regarding our neighbour. If you do a good deed, it can make your characters feel good. It can raise their morale. It can be more important than the resources that you might have got, because it can give them the will to keep on fighting. Unless they're a psychopath, because some of the characters that you can control are not very nice. You might save somebody from being assaulted, let's say, and most of the characters would say like, oh, that was a good deed, you know, that was very brave of you. You might have some characters who will just say like, you shouldn't have put yourself at risk for them. Like, they're not going to do anything for you. Why did you do that? And they'll actually get annoyed at you helping people and not being more selfish. So it's a game with some depth. You know, it's a game with some depth is what I'm saying. I kind of had... Oh, I think we did the right thing by not reporting on our neighbour to those rebel soldiers. I just hope we don't get in trouble because of that. Yeah, you could get some blowback. Amelia's got nothing to say about it. She doesn't feel strongly either way. And there's also some DLC. There's some stories. One of them is from a bereaved father. His life's just a mess. He's doing everything that he can to look after his kid. And you kind of tell that story. There's one called The Last Broadcast, where you're doing this. You're reporting on the war as it's happening, and it's up to you to decide whether you're telling the truth. Telling the truth can get you into a lot of trouble, but you might save lives. Keep being too damned honest, and yeah, the military is going to take notice, and they're not going to look on it very kindly. And oh my god, can that bring a hammer down on you. But you've got that choice. Are we honest? Do we say exactly the horrors that the military are committing? You know, all of this kind of stuff. Or do we keep ourselves safe? Do we keep the people that we care about safe? Yeah. And it just works as a streaming game, and I don't know. Because it's telling a story, I think it just works from that perspective. So even after this, I know what I want to do for my next run through, the next big challenge that I'm going to give myself. Which might be crazy, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, Fallout, The Walking Dead makes it look like the apocalypse stuff is cool. Yes, that's a very, very good point. You're like, and it's so unusual for a game. You're kind of like, okay, well, where are the roving bands of marauders and where are the guns and stuff like that? And you're like, I suppose that stuff is in there, but it's not about that. Yeah, you've got a really, really good point there about it sort of not romanticizing what it's like. You're like, it's tough. It's a bit like that film where Tom Hanks gets stranded on a desert island, and the whole principle behind that was like, it's not fun. It's not Family Robinson. Survival is brutal, and it's not Bear Grylls kind of being all chipper and just going, hey guys, we're gonna get through this, and here's some fantastic, it's not like that. It's nasty. And that does come across, but there's moments of beauty in this game as well. There really are. Okay, we're going back to Old Town. We've still got plenty of stuff that we want to find there. So, now we could make it so that that guy is a bit less of a problem. If you know what I mean. If he tries to mess with us, well, ho ho ho, I have a shotgun. Okay, looks like he's up there. I just saw a door open. I think he's just... We've got a choice here, don't we? Let's do the right thing, people. Now, if he'd have got his hands on us, Lord knows what he would have done. But we're not that kind of a person. First time that I really got into this game, I actually had done something like that. I went in, I raided a place, I just got my hands on a handgun, I could defend myself, somebody came at me, screaming and shouting, telling me to get out of the house, I gunned them down, I was just like, great, okay, and I continued to scavenge, and after a very short while, somebody else came down, and it was a woman, and she was apoplectic, and she went over to the body, completely ignored me, and just started screaming that he was dead. I was like, what is going on? This doesn't happen in video games? Does in this though, and I was like, I actually felt aghast. I was like, I can't believe that I've done that. Like, what did I do? I was really, really shocked. And the character that I was playing as, I presume it was Marco or somebody who's quite empathetic, they got back to the shelter and they just put their head in their hands and they're like, what have I done? Like, why did I do that? And and again, I was just sat there with my jaw on the floor. I was like, what is happening? Like, I needed that stuff, so I just went in and I got the gun out and I shot somebody and then I carried on. That's what you do in video games, isn't it? And it's like, no, it's it was pretty deep, and then that's kind of why I felt that this might be a slightly special game. Okay, I'm not trying to do little hammy stretches. Just kind of forgetting what we've got here. Some broken weapons, some broken gear. Oof, nice. Some electrical components, we need those. Now some guitars. They are good for your mood, but I don't think we've got anyone who can play. If you don't have somebody who can actually use a guitar, then it doesn't do so much for your mood. Now, is this everything? Have we claimed everything? Yes, we have. Let's put everything in a stockpile. That's not something that we can collect. That's just a chair that we can sit on. Great trade stuff. I think we're probably going to get the trader coming sooner rather than later. So let's load up on that. Electrical components, yes please. the old shotty. Let's just build some components. Let's bug out. Day 31. I can't remember when it said that we've got a week to go. It seemed like it was the days were in about their late 20s. Been raided, someone tried to rob us. Cool. All beans. Hey, you almost survived for a month. Yeah, and you don't know when the war is going to end as well. That's another thing which is pretty interesting. Sometimes you're kind of okay. You know, it doesn't take too long. It usually takes it's around about between the 30 and 40 day mark. That's how long a typical game lasts, but you don't know, which is entirely fair. You can have games where they'll say like, oh yeah, it's just about over. Like this, they should reach the city in 2 or 3 days. Okay, so a peacekeeping force is coming in. Now that probably means that the war is going to end, unless they are here to F up some S. And then things could get worse. Can happen. Okay, let's upgrade this to a vegetable workshop. You can also set custom games as well, so you pick the survivors that you're going to start off with. You can pick how long it's going to be, or you can randomize some elements as well. That's always fun. I did that, one of the playthroughs I did that. I picked some of the more combat capable characters, and we had a let's kill all of the bad guys run through. That was awesome. Okay, we're gonna need water. Oh, we've got to collect it the old-fashioned way with the rainwater collector, haven't we? We had been just simply melting ice on the stove. It is now no longer so cold. We can't do that. I mean, really, it's very unlikely that if we... it's my nightmare of the apocalypse, suddenly forced to only eat veggies. Yeah. There's a little bit of that. I mean, you can... You know, that's another thing. If you're absolutely dead starving, yeah, you got to eat what you can, and if it's not prepared properly or anything like that, it can make you sick. I mean, that's the nightmare of the apocalypse, suddenly forced to only eat veggies. There'd be plenty of meat around. I'm not going to go into detail. Could get unpleasant. But you should be able to find plenty of meat. Okay, let's finish off bashing out these cigarettes. Yeah, but if it's like Fallout and all radiated, yeah, I know. Had a bite of the horse first. Yeah. Or there was Sasha's brother. Sasha's brother had a bit of a run-in with, I think was it Terminus, or was it the Scavengers? I can't remember who it was, but I remember that there was a bit of a question mark because he'd been bit. I remember him kind of just laughing as they were eating his leg or something like that, and I'm like, what? Like, why is this guy laughing at us while we're consuming him? And he's like, guys, happy to tell you this. I got bitten by a walker, and I don't know what came of that. I don't know if that, yeah, that guy had to skip leg day. Very good. That's the joke. That's the joke of the evening, definitely. Let's, since we're talking about some yummy, yummy food, let's get some prepared, shall we? How many cigarettes have we got? 2? 39. Oh my gosh, we've got loads and loads of cigarettes. We want to think about preparing some food. We want to get that ready ahead of when we actually need it. Like most things in survival, you kind of want to get ahead of yourself if you can. So that's going to take some water. We'll need water to plant veggies. Okay. Got loads of tins of food. That's great. Yeah, nobody cares about potential lung cancer. Yeah, I think a lot of concerns, great and trivial, kind of go out the window when it's a truly life or death situation. Okay. I think we've made the most of the day. Let's head back to Old Town. Cveta seems a sufficient guard. Never be too good at a job that you hate doing. So we need components. We need to build filters and all that kind of stuff. Let's grab ourselves some water. We need that for planting the veggies. Our friend Mr. Shotgun can stay there. Electrical components. Sometimes handy. A few more cogs. So all of this stuff is there's various things that you're going to get from scavenging, trading, breaking things down, you know, various places. It's all used for different stuff. Mostly construction. You know, when it comes to fuel for burning, you're looking at wood, firewood, maybe even books. Burn books, and your people are going to get bored. And that's a problem in and of itself. Anton is starting to feel a little unwell. Okay, it's cold again. That's probably what it is. Okay, so he's slightly sick. Maybe what we do is we get him to bait this trap here because that is what he is particularly good at. Catching rats, getting us our food. Put him back in bed. And again, it's just the temperature's just dipped again. Don't know why. Didn't get any warning of that. Keep Anton warm, we'll keep him in bed, and he'll probably be okay by tomorrow. Okay, let's hope that no news is good news. We will have to put, Thank you very much, Jaron. Okay, now it should just be... I mean, the radio report said, hey, look, we've got a couple of days until this whole thing's over, until the peacekeepers arrive, so... I'm gonna kind of trust that that is the case. What the heck, let's get Cveta trading. Amelia is our better trader. What do we need? Damn, we don't really need anything, do we? Let's get rid of our SIGs. Let's get some components. Let's get some wood. I mean, you can never have sort of too... Well, actually, eventually at the very end game, you can have too much. How about a nice cigarette, huh? We should be going out trading. We're able to actually generate stuff. Oh, no, 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 not the good meds. You don't get the good meds. Here, have some more cigarettes. Oof. Driving a hard bargain on wood. We can make a few more cigarettes. I don't think we're really desperate for anything at the moment. Let's keep churning out water. Probably a good idea. Plant some veggies, I guess. A little bit more mulch. That's fine. I don't mind turning food into fertilizer because we've got loads of canned food, and we should be coming to the end of this nightmare. And as soon as we've got veggies, we're self-sufficient for food. With Anton setting and springing those traps extra quick, you know, we don't have a lot to worry about. We've got everything that we would need to survive at this point. We even got some guns. We don't need food, Cveta. We've got food. Don't be greedy. Oof. We've got 4 bandages. I think Amelia can use one. She can heal herself up a little bit. I mean, Anton, I tell you what, let's give you some of those crappy meds. They might do something. They're pretty rubbish, but... Let's get Amelia back in bed. Let's remember to restock the heaters, because we actually kind of need to do that now. I don't know why it said that all of the cold days were over. Amelia, get resting, get healing. Just get some more filters built. And right now I'm just thinking, like, as soon as I hit that B button, is that the end? That's it. Let's have a rundown. Let's see how this went for everybody. Yeah, I remember that. That was helpful. That was just after we'd boarded up the house and we'd used a lot of wood to do that. Yeah. Kids came looking for meds. We haven't struggled with sickness. Someone offered us help. Yeah, the books. They had like 15 books, didn't they? Oh yeah, somebody gave us some meds to safekeep and nobody came for them. Yeah, that's right, kids we'd sent the meds to. Yeah, Amelia joined us on day 19. Just as we've been talking about how much we desperately needed somebody else there. Yeah, that's right. Amelia took down that soldier who was, well, yeah, raided a humanitarian aid container, which we needed humanitarian aid, so, and that's it. How do we do? The war didn't extinguish the flame that drove Cveta to give everything to her calling, and one day she got a visit from a former pupil, the same who made a frantic call one Friday to make sure that his old school had really been evacuated. While war left deep marks on Anton's character, he returned to teaching with newfound determination, and while too old for the Fields Medal, he's still eligible for the equally prestigious Abel Prize. After the war, Amelia became a public prosecutor in Oregon. She used her law expertise in trials of war criminals who were brought to justice. She has never found out who the murderers of her family were, but deep inside, she hopes that they got what they deserved. Okay, that's fairly positive ending for our characters, I guess. I mean, they survived. I'll take it. Cool. Anton and Cveta. We did it, guys. That is probably the hardest natural sort of playthrough that you can do. The hardest team that you can actually naturally select. Next time, we've got a lot to choose from. It is going to be Marco Solo. See, I've already thought of the name. Marco, just by himself, just one person. Marco is a fantastic character, but it's just him. Although arguably that's even tougher. The only thing is I wasn't going to stream if the kids are involved because you have to do so much with them during the day. I think it slows down the flow a little bit, so I wasn't going to do any streams with kids involved. But Marco, that's probably it. I'm going to call it a stream. We'll call it a night there. But I'll catch you on the next one, I hope. Thank you very much for joining me.